Hello everyone, welcome to Success Education. Today we'll be doing the workbook solution for social science for standard 8 chapter number 13, that is Independent India. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do subscribe it for more videos. So we'll be starting with the MCQs. First one, which new state was formed from the state of Madras of group A? It's option number B, Andhra Pradesh. Second, when was the state of Andhra Pradesh formed? It's option number D, on 1st October 1953. Third one, who was the chairman of State Reorganization Committee? It's option number A, Fazal Ali. Fourth, how many states and union territories were formed on the recommendation of the State Reorganization Committee? It's option number A, 14 states and 6 union territories. Fifth one, on which basis were most of the states formed by the State Reorganization Committee? It's option number D, language. Sixth one, who was the promoter of Maha-Gujarat movement? It's option number B, Indulal Yagnik. Seventh, when was Maha-Gujarat Janta Parishad established? It's option number D, in September 1956. Eighth one, when was the state of Gujarat formed? It's option number B, on 1st May 1960. Ninth, when did the Indian Parliament separate the bilingual state of Bombay? It's option number C, in 1960. 10th, who inaugurated the state of Gujarat? It's option number C, Ravi Shankar Maharaj. 11th, which of the following regions did the Indian government obtain from the French through negotiations? It's option number C, Pondicherry. 12th, which Indian city did the Portuguese consider as the symbol of prestige? It's option number B, Goa. 13th, what decision did the Indian government take to free Goa from Portuguese rule? It's option number C, to launch Operation Vijay. 14th, on which issue does tension prevail between India and Pakistan? It's option number B, Kashmir issue. 15th, in which year did Pakistani forces enter Kargil? It's option number A, in 1999. Now we'll continue with question number 2, that is fill in the blanks. First one, the state of Andhra Pradesh state was formed out of Madras state. Second, Andhra Pradesh state was formed on 1st October 1953. Third, retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, that is Fazal Ali, headed the State Reorganization Committee. Fourth, the bill regarding reorganization of states was passed in the Parliament of India in November 1956. Fifth, most of the 14 states in India were formed on the basis of language. Sixth, the bilingual recommendation was passed in the Indian Parliament. Seventh, when the bilingual recommendation was passed, the students of Law College of Ahmedabad organized a meeting and started a series of demonstrations. Eighth, protests and violent demonstrations made the Maha-Gujarat movement more intense and more widespread over Gujarat. Ninth, Maha-Gujarat Janta Parishad was formed under the leadership of Indulal Yagnik in September 1956. 10th, Indulal Yagnik, who became a very popular leader, eventually came to be known as Chacha of Janta. 11th, the state of Gujarat was inaugurated by the Honorable Ravi Shankar Maharaj. 12th, Gujarat state was formed on 1st May 1960. 13th, in 1948, a huge gathering in Pondicherry, people shouted the slogan "Quit India" at the French authorities. 14th, Indian government launched Operation Vijay to free Goa, Diu and Daman. 15th, our constitution considers everyone equal in the eyes of law. 16th, Miraben, Miss Slade, was a disciple of Gandhiji. Now we'll continue with question number 3, that is true or false. First one, Indian constitution has accepted the sovereign system of government for the country. It is false. Second, the State Reorganization Committee divided most of the states on linguistic basis. It is true. Third, New Gujarat state was inaugurated by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It is false. Fourth one, Dr. Jivraj Mehta assumed charge as first governor of Gujarat. It is false. Fifth, Pondicherry was under the control of the Portuguese. It is false. Sixth, Indian government started search operation to free Goa. It is false. 7th, the relationship between India and Pakistan has become healthy after India got independence. It is false. 8th, both India and Pakistan possess nuclear weapons. It is true. Now we'll continue with question number 4, that is match the following. First one, Chairman of State Reorganization Committee. It's option number 5, Fazal Ali. Second, Chacha of Janta. It's option number 4, Indulal Yagnik. Third, Gujarat state was inaugurated by, its option number 1, Ravi Shankar Maharaj. Fourth, first Chief Minister of Gujarat state, its option number 2, Dr. Jivraj Mehta. Fifth, first Governor of Gujarat state, its option number 3, Mehndi Nawaz Jung. Now we'll continue with question number 5, that is answer in 1 or 2 sentences. First one, why did the question of reorganization of states arise after independence? India became independent and the princely states were merged into the union. We had adopted a federal system of government. Hence, there arose the question of forming states as the major components of the Union of India. Second one, how many categories of state were there in India when the constitution was implemented? There were 4 categories of states in India when the constitution was implemented. Third one, when was the state of Andhra Pradesh formed, how and why? The Telugu speaking community of Madras launched a strong protest for their own separate state. The government accepted their demand. So on 1st October 1953, Andhra Pradesh was formed as a new state on linguistic basis. Fourth one, under whose chairmanship did the central government form the State Reorganization Committee? The central government formed the State Reorganization Committee under the chairmanship of the retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Fazal Ali. Fifth one, when was the law of state reorganization implemented? The law of state reorganization was implemented on 1st November 1956. Sixth one, how many states came into existence after they were reorganized? 14 states and 6 union territories came into existence after they were reorganized. Seventh one, which meeting was held to demand a separate Gujarat state? By whom was it called? When? Mahagujarat Janta Parishad was formed under the leadership of Indulal Yagnik on September 1956. Eighth one, why did the Mahagujarat movement start? Mahagujarat movement was started to demand a separate Gujarat state from the bilingual state of Bombay. Ninth one, of which Parishad was Indulal Yagnik the leader? Indulal Yagnik was the leader of Mahagujarat Janta Parishad. 10th one, which states were formed when the bilingual state of Bombay was divided? Gujarat and Maharashtra were formed when the bilingual state of Bombay was divided. 11th one, who inaugurated the new state of Gujarat? The new state of Gujarat was inaugurated by Honorable Ravi Shankar Maharaj. 12th, when was the new state of Gujarat formed? The new state of Gujarat was formed on 1st May 1960. 30. Which areas of India were under French rule? Pondicherry, Karaikal, that is Tamil Nadu, Mahe, that is Kerala, Yanam, that is Andhra Pradesh, and Chandranagar, that is West Bengal, were under the French control. 14th, when did the French government hand over its colonies to India? The French government handed over its colonies to India on 31st October 1954. 15th one, why did Indian government start military action against the Portuguese? Indian government started military action against the Portuguese because they wanted to free Goa, Diu, Daman and Dadra Nagar Haveli from the Portuguese rule. 16th, which regions under Portuguese rule did Indian government take over? Indian government took over 3 regions of the Portuguese, namely Goa, Diu and Daman. 17th, why does Pakistan force entry into Indian borders? Pakistan force entered into the Indian borders because there was always a dispute between India and Pakistan of boundaries since independence. 18th, how many wars have taken place between India and Pakistan? When? There three wars have taken place between India and Pakistan in the years 1948, 1965 and 1971. 19th. Which agreements are signed between India and Pakistan? Tashkent Agreement and Shimla Agreement are signed between India and Pakistan. 20. Which are the major problems faced by India at present? Caste discrimination, corruption, inflation, unemployment, population explosion, illiteracy, etc. are the major problems faced by India at present. Now we'll continue with question number 6. Answer the following questions briefly. First one, why did the central government undertake reorganization of states, or give reason the central government had to undertake reorganization of states? India became independent and the princely states were merged into the Indian Union. We had adopted a federal system of government. Hence, there arose the question of forming the states as the major components of the Union of India. The union that emerged out of the merger of the British India and the princely states was classified as A, B, C and D. People from Madras Group A states launched a strong protest to form Andhra Pradesh for the Telugu speaking community, and the government accepted their demand. On 1st October 1953, Andhra Pradesh was formed as a new state on linguistic basis. In December 1953, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru appointed the States Reorganization Committee to reorganize the Indian states. This was headed by the retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Fazal Ali. The bill regarding the reorganization of states was passed in the Parliament and was implemented from 1st November 1956. Second one, why did Mahagujarat movement start, or give reason Mahagujarat movement started? As per the recommendations of the States Reorganization Committee, the 4 categories of states were renounced and 14 new states with 6 union territories were formed. Most of these 14 states were formed on the basis of language except for Punjab and Bombay. In the state of Bombay, 2 major linguistic groups, that is Marathi and Gujarati, lived. There arose an intense demand to separate Gujarat and Maharashtra on linguistic basis. The day when the bilingual recommendation for the state of Bombay was passed in the Parliament, a group of students of Law College in Ahmedabad organized a meeting and they started a series of demonstrations. Gradually, this movement became aggressive. Mahagujarat Janata Parishad was formed under the leadership of Indulal Yagnik in September 1956 with the support of few other political parties. This Parishad demanded for the separate Gujarat state. The movement compelled the Parliament to divide the bilingual state of Bombay into Gujarat and Maharashtra in 1960. And here we come to the end of chapter number 13, that is Independent India. I hope you have understood the complete chapter. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all the questions. Thank you for watching my video and do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.